So if you've ever created a JavaScript application, whether it's an Express app, a React app, or a Next.js app, you've absolutely created a package.json, but you may not be familiar exactly what's going on with that file. So in this video, we're going to take a few minutes and talk about what exactly is a package.json, what's inside of it, and how you can get the most of it so that you have an understanding of what's inside of your application and how to get the most out of your overall performance. So to start out, what exactly is a package.json? Well, honestly, if you're working with a JavaScript project, it is the brain of your application, so you absolutely want to get familiar with it. Think of it like a profile card or an employee card. It's basically going to tell you what's going on within the app, letting you know the package manager, and 4 key things that you kind of want to keep in mind. The first thing is going to be what the project is called, what version is currently working within the app, what packages are needed in order for it to work, and what scripts can run to build or test it out that's needed in order to start the app. So every time you run the command npm install, basically what it's doing is it's going to read that package.json to figure out what dependencies are going to be installed. And from there, when you type in npm run dev or npm start, it's going to look at this file to know what commands, what it actually means, and what we should be doing with these commands. So without this file, you basically will just have a folder with a bunch of modules, but no instructions or no one to kind of give direction or what exactly needs to be done. It's like having a restaurant without a menu and there's no one that can kind of take an order or let you know what's in the kitchen so that you can begin cooking. So you absolutely have to have this file. And here's the kicker. When someone else clones your project or they download a zip file from GitHub, all they need to do is run npm install on their local machine or their local environment, and they're going to have the exact same access and dependencies that you had in the development of this project. So the next time you open a project and you see the file, don't skip past it. Don't be afraid of it. Just read it, just so you have an understanding of what's going on and you'll know how to better support your project, just in case you run into any issues. So once you've clicked on the package.json and you want to kind of take a quick look around just to get an understanding of what's going on under the hood. So at first glance, it's going to look like a bunch of curly braces and a bunch of brackets that absolutely have any meaning, but this actually does contribute to telling the story of your app. The first thing it's going to do is going to give you the overall project name. It's going to include the version like 1.0.0. I may put a Next.js app so just so you can get a real world feel of what one looks like. It's going to have any scripts. Those typically start with commands like start, node, index.js, or dev. It's going to include dependencies, the packages, which is basically the packages that are needed to run the main things that you're installing. And it's also going to have development dependencies. These are what you're going to run in development, and you don't want to include these in production. So from npm install is basically going to install everything that's on that list. And once you run npm run dev or npm run, that's going to run the application, and npm start is going to start it up. So now you may be wondering, how do you use this? So let's just say you want to install something like Axios, which gives you the ability to communicate with APIs on the front end. All you would need to do is type in npm install Axios or whatever the dependency name that is designated for that download, and it's going to automatically install everything for you. If you wanted to run a dev script, you'll find the script section of the package.json. It may say dev, next dev, and all you'll do from there is you'll just run npm run dev, and that's going to run that development dependency. And when you want to terminate your repo or clone it, when you want to clone your repo, not terminate it, with someone, all they would need to do is just download it and type in npm install, and they'll have the exact same dependencies that you had within their application. So the next time you create a JavaScript application, and you see that package.json, don't be afraid of it. Go ahead and click on it. Go ahead and open it up and take a look at it so you understand what's going on in your app. And I guarantee you'll have a better understanding of what exactly is going on, and it'll make you an overall better developer, and you'll be able to provide a better end user experience. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give me a like. Also, drop a comment of what projects you're working on and some of the dependencies that you've installed within your package.json the next time you look at it. I'll see you in the next video.